What if I told you that right now, while you're listening to this, there are supplement companies making more money in a month than most brands make in a year? And they're doing it by completely ignoring everything the industry says. I'm talking about brands that don't compete on price, don't chase Amazon rankings, don't even run traditional ads. Yet they're pulling in 8 and 9 figures while their competitors are struggling to break even. There's been this massive shift in the supplement space, and it's creating two distinct groups. The first group is stuck fighting over scraps, burning cash on Facebook ads and watching their margins disappear. The second group, they've cracked a code that most people don't even know exists. In today's episode, I'm going to pull back the curtain on exactly what these winning brands figured out. I'll show you 5 companies that threw out the old playbook entirely, and I'll break down the simple formula they're all using to dominate their markets. If you're in the supplement space or thinking about getting into it, this episode could completely change how you think about this business. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't theory. It's what's actually working right now in 2025. Let's dive in. Welcome to Health Business Mastery, the Creative Thirst podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Hewitt. Look, I've been watching the supplement industry for years now, and I've got to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. There's this massive shift happening right under everyone's nose, and most people have no idea it's even going on. You scroll through Facebook or Instagram today, and you'll see hundreds of supplement ads. Same boring before and after photos, same generic miracle cure promises, same desperate race to the bottom on price. And you know what? Most of those brands are slowly dying, like actually burning through cash and going out of business. Meanwhile, there are these other companies, brands that might not even be running traditional ads that are absolutely crushing it. We're talking about making tens of millions, sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars online. And they're doing it by breaking every single rule that online supplement selling has followed for decades. I mean, think about it. The old way was simple, right? Create a funnel, throw up some Facebook ads, promise massive results, and hope people buy before they research you. That was the entire business model. But that playbook isn't just outdated. It's completely dead. So here's what I want to share with you today. I'm going to show you exactly what these winning brands figured out that everyone else missed, because they're not selling supplements anymore. They're selling something completely different. And once you understand what that is, everything about online supplement marketing starts to make sense. They're selling solutions. Don't believe me? Here are 5 brands that literally threw out the old playbook and are now making millions while everyone else is struggling. First up is Ritual, and they're doing what I call the see everything strategy. So most supplement companies hide their ingredients, right? They're all secretive about what's in there. Ritual does the complete opposite. They show you exactly what's in their pills, where every single ingredient comes from, why it's there, and even how much it costs them. I know this sounds crazy. Why would you give away all your trade secrets? But here's the deal. Customers don't trust supplement companies anymore, like at all. So Ritual built trust by showing absolutely everything. And it works because transparency beats secrecy every single time. Then there's care of. And they're using what I call the Netflix for vitamins approach. They ask you questions. Lots and lots of questions about your health, your goals, your lifestyle. Then they send you these custom vitamin packs every month. It's basically like Netflix recommendations, but for your health. This creates 2 things that other brands just can't match. First, you get this personal connection because it's made just for you. And second, they get recurring revenue because you keep paying every month. The lesson here is that personalization creates real loyalty. Now, let me tell you about Athletic Greens. They did something really smart. They made just one product. A green powder. But here's the kicker. This one powder replaces 12 different supplements. We're talking vitamins, probiotics, minerals, antioxidants, all in one scoop. People absolutely hate taking 15 different pills every day, but they love taking one thing that does everything. So the lesson is that simplicity wins over complexity every time. Then there's Ollie, and they figured out how to make supplements fun. They literally turned vitamins into candy. Their supplements are gummies that taste good and look fun. They don't feel like medicine at all. This attracts people who never took supplements before, especially young people. Because if something feels like work, people just won't do it. Finally, there's Seed, and they're all about the science-first strategy. They don't just make probiotics. They actually research the microbiome. They publish studies, partner with universities, and hire real scientists. When Seed talks about gut health, people actually listen because they know what they're talking about. Expertise beats marketing every single time. Now, if you look at these 5 brands, they seem pretty different on the surface, but they all follow the exact same secret formula. First, they pick one specific problem. Then they create a unique solution. They build trust through transparency or expertise. They make it personal and convenient. And finally, they tell a story that people actually want to share. This formula works every single time. But most brands are getting it completely wrong. They're making the same mistakes over and over. They try to be everything to everyone instead of focusing. They compete on price instead of value. They hide behind generic marketing. They don't understand their customers at all. And they focus on features instead of benefits. Here's what most companies don't understand. People don't actually buy supplements. They buy better versions of themselves. They want to feel more energy, look younger, sleep better, think clearer, and stress less. The winning brands understand this. They're selling the feeling, not the pill. Something big changed in the last few years, too. Customers got way smarter. They research ingredients, read reviews, and fact-check claims. The brands that try to hide things get totally exposed, but the brands that show everything get trusted. Ritual proves this. They literally show you the supplier of each ingredient, and their customers absolutely love it. Generic products are dying, while personal products are winning. Care of could make one multivitamin for everyone, but instead they make custom packs for each person. This costs more to make, but customers pay way more for it. And Americans are really busy. They want health solutions that fit their life, not solutions that complicate it. Athletic Greens gets this. One scoop replaces a whole cabinet full of pills. People pay $99 per month for this convenience. The winning brands don't just sell products either. They build communities. Ollie has 2 million Instagram followers. These aren't just customers. They're fans. And fans tell their friends. Friends become customers. Customers become fans. This creates free marketing that never stops. In a world full of fake news, real science wins. Seed hires PhD scientists, publishes research, and partners with Stanford. When they make claims, people believe them because they can prove everything they say. The industry is changing fast, too. Right now, we're seeing functional foods, which are basically supplements disguised as snacks and drinks. There's wearable integration where supplements work with your fitness tracker, AI personalization through apps that adjust your supplements based on your data, sustainable packaging that customers actually want, and subscription everything with monthly deliveries that customers can't live without. If you want to win in supplements, here's the simple formula. Pick one problem you can solve better than anyone. Be completely transparent about everything. Make it personal to each customer. Focus on convenience and simplicity. Build expertise and trust through science. And create a community, not just customers. This isn't rocket science, but most brands still get it wrong. The supplement industry has basically split into two groups. You've got the old school brands selling generic products in stores, and then you have new brands selling personalized solutions online. The first group is shrinking, while the second group is exploding. The winners all figured out the same thing. Customers don't want more choices. They want better choices. They don't want cheaper supplements. They want supplements that actually work. And they don't want to be sold to, they want to be understood. The brands that get this are getting rich. The brands that don't are going broke. So which group do you want to be in? Creative Thirst is a direct response digital agency. We work with dietary supplement companies who are struggling to maximize the profitability of their funnels so they can scale. We've optimized many dietary supplement businesses. And in that time, we've uncovered the 3 critical funnels for success. You can get that free report by going to creativethirst.com. Scroll down to the appropriate section and click on the blue Get Your ebook button.